I'm Dr. Connie. I'm your host of Mind Your Health podcast. I share my unique perspective both as a practitioner and a patient battling autoimmune condition for over 25 years because I had to figure things out on my own, and my education in my practical approach as a patient allows me to truly integrate it so that you can be whole and the burden of sick care is no longer your own burden to carry. And this is what we help you with in this podcast.
Hey guys, this is Dr. Connie with Mind Your Podcast. This is your host, and I am covering the series on the Is methodology. We covered the enteric nervous system. The E stands for enteric nervous system last week. Today, I wanted to go over the autonomic nervous system, all about self-regulation. So welcome back to our series on the Is method. Today, we're diving into the A of Is, focusing on the autonomic nervous system. This crucial part of our nervous system plays a significant role in regulating our body's involuntary functions like your heart rate, digestion, as well as respiratory rate. So what exactly is self-regulation? Let's dive deep into understanding our autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system, also known as ANS, is a critical component of the nervous system that regulates involuntary bodily functions, meaning those that occur without conscious thought. And it plays a fundamental role in maintaining homeostasis, the body's internal balance, by controlling various automatic functions. So here's a closer look at what the ANS is and its role. So the overview of ANS, by definition, is that the ANS is actually the part of the peripheral nervous system, and it operates independently of the conscious control. It's responsible for regulating physiological functions that are not under voluntary control. It comprises of two main divisions, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, which generally have opposing actions. First, sympathetic nervous system, which is also known as fight or flight response. And the system prepares the body for stressful or high energy situations. And when activated, it increases your heart rate, it dilates your airways in the lungs, and redirects the blood flow towards skeletal muscles while reducing functions less critical in emergencies like digestion. And the key action is that it releases adrenaline and noradrenaline, hormones that heighten alertness and energy levels, making it crucial for survival response. Next is parasympathetic nervous system. It's also known as the rest and digest response. And this system conserves energy and is active during restful states. And it lowers the heart rate, stimulates the digestive processes, and promotes relaxation and recovery. And how it balances it is that it counteracts the sympathetic nervous system after a stress response, returning the body to calm and balanced state. So it's significant in role in your bodily functions, heart rate and blood pressure being one of them. The ANS regulates your heart rate and blood pressure, ensuring adequate blood flow and oxygen supply to your organs. It also controls the movement of the digestive tract, also known as peristalsis, and the secretion of digestive enzymes, playing a vital role in the digestion and absorption of food. And then the ANS also adjusts the rate and depth of breathing to meet the body's oxygen demands as well. And it also is responsible for temperature regulation. It controls sweating and the dilation or constriction of blood vessels in the skin to regulate body temperature. It also handles your metabolic functions. The ANS influences metabolic processes like glucose production and storage, impacting energy levels and overall metabolism. So all in all, the ANS is essential for maintaining various involuntary functions that are critical for survival and overall well-being. And its ability to operate autonomously allows the body to react swiftly to the changes in the environment and maintain internal balance without the need for conscious thoughts. Understanding and supporting the ANS through lifestyle choices can also enhance health and improve resilience to stress. The autonomic nervous system is divided into two main components, like I said, the sympathetic nervous system, also known as SNS, and parasympathetic nervous system, PNS. And these two systems generally work together in opposition to each other to maintain the body's equilibrium, often referred to as homeostasis. And understanding their distinct roles and how they interact is going to be critical for comprehending how the body responds to various stimuli and maintains its internal balance. So again, sympathetic nervous system, SNS, is also the fight or flight response. The SNS is primarily responsible for your body's rapid involuntary response to dangerous or stressful situations. And when a threat is perceived, the SNS stimulates the adrenal glands to release adrenaline and noradrenaline, hormones that prepare the body for a quick response. The activation of the SNS leads to increased heart rate, elevated blood pressure, and faster breathing. And this allows for more oxygen and energy to be directed towards essential functions necessary for a rapid response, like muscle activity. At the same time, it slows down non-essential functions like digestion and reproductive processes. While the SN is crucial for survival situations, it also responds to daily stressors. Chronic activation due to stress can lead to heart health or lead to health issues long term, underscoring the importance of stress management. Moving on to now parasympathetic nervous system. It's also rest and digest response, and the PNS is often seen as the counterbalance to the SNS. And it comes into play when the body is relaxed state, helping to conserve energy and restore body to a state of calm. And activation of the PNS decreases the heart rate and blood pressure and stimulates digestion and waste elimination. It promotes restorative processes like muscle repair, energy stress or energy storage, and growth as well. The PNS is essential for body's recovery following a stress response and for maintaining a state of balance during restful periods. It's critical for long-term health, as constant ANS activation without PNS balance can lead to health issues. So the sympathetic and parasympathetic, collectively the autonomic nervous system, work in tandem to prepare the body for different types of activities. And the SNS mobilizes the body's resources in response to stress or danger, while the PNS conserves energy and it aids in recovery and maintenance. A balance between these two systems is vital for physical and mental health, as it ensures the body can respond appropriately to stressors while also having time to rest and rejuvenate. And understanding and nurturing both systems through lifestyle choices and stress management techniques can enhance overall health as well as well-being. And the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems within the autonomic nervous system is fundamental to maintaining overall health and well-being. And this equilibrium ensures that the body can appropriately respond to various situations, whether they require a quick reaction or a state of rest and recovery. And I just want to let you know, most of us are thrown off balance with this homeostasis, and it can happen so easily with our lives, with so connected to our smart devices even, to trigger the SNS to be shifted into that fight or flight mode. Here's why the balance between the PNS and the SNS is so critical. Number one is stress response and recovery. The sympathetic nervous system activates the body's stress response, which is essential in situations that require alertness and quick action. However, if this response is constantly activated without adequate recovery, it can lead to chronic stress. And the parasympathetic nervous system facilitates recovery after stress. It helps the body to power down and engage in restorative processes. And this balance is crucial for preventing the negative effects of chronic stress like anxiety, hypertension, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Second is considering health implications of imbalance. An imbalance where the SNS is overly dominant can lead to a host of health issues, including chronic inflammation, sleep disturbances, digestive problems, and an increased risk for cardiovascular diseases. Conversely, if the PNS is overly dominant, it can lead to low energy levels, reduced motivation, and a decrease in necessary bodily functions like the immune response. Third is mental health. The balance between these two systems is also important for mental health, and chronic activation of the SNS has been linked to anxiety and panic disorders, while a well-regulated PNS is associated with state of calmness and the ability to relax. Fourth is very important, digestive health. A balanced ANS is essential for healthy digestion. And the SNS can inhibit digestive processes during times of stress, while the PNS promotes digestion and nutrient absorption when the body is at rest. Fifth is sleep quality. Good sleep requires PNS to be active, allowing the body to enter a state of deep rest, and overactive SNS can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to insomnia and poor sleep quality. Sixth is holistic well-being. A balanced ANS contributes to a sense of overall well-being. It allows for an adaptive response to life stresses while also ensuring that the body has time to rest, heal, and rejuvenate. And it also allows you to maintain this internal thermostat or internal balance, okay? And we do that by really being cognizant and being aware of our lifestyle choices. Choosing to engage in regular physical activity, eating a balanced diet, adequate hydration, and sufficient sleep support the ANS. And then there's stress management techniques. Practices like meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises can help activate the PNS and counteract the effects of stress. And then there's the mind-body therapies. Activities like massage, acupuncture, or Tai Chi can also help maintain a healthy balance in the ANS as well. So essentially, the balanced functioning of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system is crucial for physical, mental, and emotional health. And really, understanding and nurturing this balance through healthy habits and awareness and stress management can enhance your resilience, promote well-being, and improve overall quality of life. So I do want to talk and emphasize the impact of ANS and stress. The response of the autonomic nervous system to stress, particularly through the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, is a critical aspect of how the body manages and reacts to stressful situations. Understanding this response provides insight into the body's natural mechanisms for coping with stress. Number one is activation of the sympathetic nervous system. When faced with stressor, whether physical or psychological, the SNS is rapidly activated. And this is part of the body's innate fight or flight response designed to prepare the body for quick action in response to perceived threats. The hypothalamus, a part of your brain or a region in your brain, triggers the release of stress hormones, including adrenaline, epinephrine, norepinephrine from the adrenal glands. And these hormones cause a cascade of physiological changes as well. And it's important to note that there is real physiological changes during the stress. There's increased heart rate and blood pressure because the SNS causes the heart to beat faster and more forcefully, increasing the blood pressure in your body. Because this ensures that more oxygen and nutrients are delivered to essential organs and muscles. Then there's the respiratory changes. Breathing rate increases and airways in the lungs expand. Bronchodilation is also known as that, and this allows for greater oxygen intake to your body. And then there is the redirecting of the blood flow. Blood flow is redirected from non-essential areas like the digestive system towards the muscles and brain, preparing the body for rapid and intense physical activity. There will also be some metabolic changes because the liver releases more glucose into the bloodstream for extra energy and metabolism speeds up. The real purpose of the stress response is designed to enhance survival by preparing the body to either confront or flee from immediate danger. It prioritizes functions that are essential for immediate action while temporarily suppressing those that are non-essential in crisis, such as digestion and reproductive functions. So let's talk a little bit about short-term versus long-term stress. In the short term, the stress response can be beneficial, heightening alertness and energy levels. However, if the stressor is persistent, leading to chronic activation of the SNS, it can have detrimental effects on the health. Chronic stress has been linked to various health problems, including cardiovascular diseases, digestive issues, immune dysfunction, and mental health disorders as well. 5 is it really needs to return to baseline. After the stressor has passed, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated to bring the body back to its baseline state, termed the rest and digest. And this process involves lowering the heart rate, reducing the blood pressure, resuming regular digestion, and stabilizing other bodily functions. Understanding the stress response of the ANS, particularly the role of the SNS, is crucial in recognizing the importance of managing stress effectively. Techniques that activate PNS, like deep breathing, relaxation exercises, and mindfulness, are important in helping the body to recover from stress and maintain overall health and well-being. Chronic stress and its impact on the autonomic nervous system can lead to significant health issues. Prolonged or repeated activation of the stress response, particularly the sympathetic nervous system, can disrupt the delicate balance within the ANS, leading to various physical and mental health conditions. Here's how chronic stress affects your ANS and potential consequences. Number 1 is continuous activation of the SNS, sympathetic nervous system. Because under normal circumstances, the SNS response is temporary, allowing the body to return to baseline functioning once the stressor is removed. However, in cases of chronic stress, the SNS remains activated over a prolonged period. And this sustained activation means the body is constantly in a heightened state of fight or flight, with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline being continuously released. So, second is the effects on the body. There is a cardiovascular strain. Chronic SNS activation can lead to increased heart rate and higher blood pressure, putting continuous strain on the cardiovascular system. And over time, this can contribute to the development of hypertension and increase of risk of heart disease and stroke as well. And then there's the impaired digestion. The digestive system particularly sensitive to stress. Chronic stress can disrupt digestion and absorption of nutrients, potentially leading to gastrointestinal issues like irritable bowel syndrome, ulcers, or chronic indigestion. And then there's weakened immune system. Long-term stress can suppress the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and slowing down the healing process. Then there's the psychological impact. Anxiety and depression. The ongoing stress response can also take a toll on the mental health. It can lead to heightened anxiety, mood swings, irritability, and an increased risk of depression. And then there is the chronic fatigue and sleep disorders, because the inability to relax can lead to chronic fatigue, as the body is constantly consuming energy to stay in a state of alertness. And sleep patterns can also be disrupted, leading to insomnia or non-restorative sleep. Fourth is hormonal imbalances. Chronic stress can disrupt the balance of hormones in the body, not just stress hormones. This can impact various systems, including your reproductive health, and can lead to conditions like menstrual irregularities, decreased libido, or fertility issues. Then there's the behavioral changes. People under chronic stress might adopt unhealthy coping mechanisms such as overeating, smoking, or excessive alcohol consumption, further exacerbating health issues. Then there's the burnout and exhaustion. Eventually, the body's resources are depleted, leading to a state of burnout or adrenal fatigue, where the individuals feel drained, exhausted, and unable to cope with daily demands. And to mitigate these effects, it's important to develop effective stress management strategies. And this can include relaxation techniques, exercise, sufficient sleep, or healthy diet, and in some cases, professional counseling or therapy. Recognizing the signs of chronic stress and taking steps to manage it can help restore the balance of the ANS and prevent long-term health consequences. Recognizing the signs of imbalance in the autonomic nervous system is crucial for early intervention and management as well. And the ANS regulates a wide range of body functions, so the symptoms of its imbalance can be varied and affect multiple systems in the body. Here are some common signs that might indicate an imbalance in the ANS. Number 1 is cardiovascular symptoms. Heart rate variability. This is when unusual fluctuations in the heart rate or heart palpitations can be a sign of ANS imbalance. Then there is the blood pressure changes. Sudden drops or spikes in blood pressure, often associated with dizziness or lightheadedness. Then there's the digestive issues. Gastrointestinal discomfort. Symptoms like constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, or unexplained nausea can be linked to ANS dysfunction. Then there's the appetite changes. Significant changes in the appetite or unexplained weight loss or gain can also be due to ANS disruptions. Third is sleep disturbances. Insomnia or oversleeping, difficulty falling or staying asleep, or sleeping excessively without feeling rested. And then you can have night sweats as well, waking up at night feeling excessively hot or sweaty. And then you might have mood and cognitive changes as well. And big one is anxiety and depression, because persistent feelings of anxiety or depressive symptoms without a clear cause, as well as difficulty concentrating, problems with focus, memory, or brain fog. And then there can be an impact to your energy levels, because chronic fatigue can be something that you may experience, feeling tired all the time despite adequate rest. And then there's the energy fluctuations, extreme highs and lows in energy levels as well. And then there's other physical symptoms, headaches, frequent headaches or migraines, temperature regulation issues like difficulty regulating body temperature, leading to episodes of feeling unusually hot or cold. And then support, and I just want to really move forward with thinking about how to support your autonomic nervous system so that you can have healthy equilibrium, right? Because maintaining a healthy autonomic nervous system requires this holistic, integrative approach that encompasses lifestyle changes, stress management, and sometimes medical intervention. Here are some strategies to support a healthy ANS. Number 1 is stress management techniques. Relaxation practices, like activities like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga, can activate parasympathetic nervous system and help the body relax. And mindfulness. Engaging in mindfulness practices can reduce stress and promote a balanced ANS just by you paying attention to your physiology and how you feel in the moment allows you to modulate your body physiological changes. Second is healthy lifestyle choices. Regular exercise being one. Movement is medicine. Physical activity can reduce stress hormone levels and improve mood, as well as eating a balanced diet. Eating diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins and whole grains supports overall health, including your autonomic nervous system. Then I want you to really focus on getting adequate sleep. Ensuring sufficient and quality sleep helps to regulate ANS functions. Third is to avoid stimulants, limiting caffeine and alcohol, because these substances can exacerbate symptoms of ANS imbalance. Fourth is medical consultation. Sometimes we just need things checked out, and seeking professional help if symptoms persist can be a wise thing, because consulting a healthcare provider is important. They can offer guidance, and if necessary, sometimes we need medication to help manage the symptoms short term. Number 5 is body-mind therapy. Biofeedback in acupuncture is very effective in managing symptoms of autonomic nervous system imbalance. And by recognizing the signs of ANS imbalance and taking proactive steps to support its healthy functioning, you can improve your overall well-being and reduce the risk of associated health problems as well. And simply introducing practices like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga into your daily routine can be highly effective in activating parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the autonomic nervous system responsible for the rest and digest functions. These practices help the body shift from a state of stress to one of relaxation and promoting overall well-being. Here's an overview of each practice and how they benefit the PNS. Number 1, deep breathing techniques. Deep breathing exercises stimulate the vagus nerve, the longest nerve we talked about in the enteric nervous system, a critical component of the PNS, which helps to lower the heart rate and blood pressure, signaling the body to relax. So some of the practices that you should try is diaphragmatic breathing, focusing on breathing deeply into the diaphragm rather than shallow breaths into the chest. And then there's the 4-7-8 breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 7, and exhale slowly for 8. This technique is particularly effective in calming the nervous system. Then there's meditation. Meditation activates the PNS by reducing the body's stress response. It decreases the cortisol production and promotes state of calmness and mental clarity. So things to try in this regard is mindfulness meditation. Practice being present in the moment, observing thoughts and sensations without any judgment. Just observe. And then there's guided meditation that you can try using guided imagery or guided relaxation techniques to help focus and calm the mind. And then you can also try yoga, because yoga combines physical postures, controlled breathing, and meditation, making it an effective way to stimulate the PNS. And regular yoga practice has been shown to reduce stress hormones and increase feelings of relaxation. So practices in yoga include restorative yoga, which focus on relaxation and rest with help of props to support the body. And then there's a hatha yoga, a gentle form of yoga that combines basic postures with breath control. And you want to be integrating all these practices, and you want to do it with consistency, because regular practice is essential for best results. Even just a few minutes daily can be beneficial. And then I want you to focus on tailoring this to your needs. Choose practices that you enjoy and suit your lifestyle and comfort level as well. And then also, when you're doing this, create a calm environment. Practice in a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Because by incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you can effectively activate the parasympathetic nervous system, helping your body to unwind and recover from stressors of everyday life. And this can lead to improved mental clarity, better sleep, reduced anxiety, and overall enhanced well-being. As we come to the close of today's episode on the autonomic nervous system, the EA, so E's method, the A is what we covered today. It's important to reflect on the profound role the ANS play in our daily lives. It's often really disregarded or not given enough attention, because this intricate system, working largely behind the scenes, meticulously regulates many of our body's essential functions, from our heartbeat and breathing to our digestive processes and stress response. The vital role of the ANS, remember, the ANS is all about balancing our fight or flight and rest and digest responses. We need both. It's what keeps us alert and active in times of need, but also allows us to relax and recuperate and rejuvenate. And this balance is not just a physiological necessity, it's foundation to our overall well-being and longevity. I encourage each and every one of you to take active steps in supporting your ANS, integrating stress reduction techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga into your daily routine isn't just about finding moments of peace. It's about providing your body with the essential downtime it needs to maintain balance and health. Alongside stress management, remember the importance of healthy lifestyle. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and staying hydrated are all key elements that support healthy ANS. And these habits don't just benefit your physical health, they enhance your mental and emotional well-being as well. Remember, you have the power to positively influence your ANS through these choices. And by doing so, you're not just reducing the stress levels or improving your physical health, you're taking significant steps on your journey towards holistic well-being. And as we wrap up, I want you to take a moment to appreciate the incredible work your body does every day, often without your conscious awareness. Your ANS is a testament to the intricate, marvelous design of your body. Caring for it, it is one of the best things you can do for yourself. I just want to take a moment to thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey into understanding the autonomic nervous system. And remember, every small step you take in supporting your ANS is a step towards a healthier, more balanced you. And until next time, take care and be well. And thank you so much for joining me today. This is Mind Your Health, your co-host, Dr. Connie Chang, and I'll see you guys all next week. Thanks. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to the Mind Your Health podcast. If you enjoyed the episode, we would so much love it and appreciate it if you share it with someone who could benefit as well as to subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts are found. And leave us a review. We would be so grateful, and it helps us to reach more people just like you, so you can become more empowered to enjoy longevity and health. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Dr. Connie Chang. And of course, you can subscribe to this podcast for a new episode every single